Hello, I'm Dr. Barbara Eason-Watkins, Chief Education Officer for the Chicago Public Schools. One of the simplest things we can do to help facilitate the educational process is to make certain all Chicago students eat a good, nutritious breakfast. Students who eat breakfast have shown the ability to score higher on tests and have fewer discipline issues. Breakfast in the classroom is simple and easy. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes out of the morning schedule. And the result is the students are then in a better frame of mind to learn.
One school has taken this to heart, McAuliffe Elementary in the Chicago Public School District. Let's hear from some of the people who've had much success with the Universal Breakfast Program.
McAuliffe Elementary is located in the West Humboldt Park neighborhood. We have approximately 850 students here. Before, only approximately 200 kids ate breakfast. And now with the Universal Breakfast, which for those of you that don't know what Universal Breakfast is, they eat breakfast in the classroom. And it went from 200 kids eating breakfast in the morning to approximately 700.
What surprised me about the program was that how hungry these children are. How hungry they are. It just broke my heart at the beginning.
I've had children who come in the morning that have not eaten anything and become sick.
Prior to breakfast being in the classroom, not all students came in alert and ready. They were kind of tired, and actually they were coming in hungry before.
We've done everything right that Chicago Public Schools has asked us to do. We have the 2 hours of reading, we have the hour of math, so on and so forth. We involve our parents, but we still weren't getting what we needed. So we're like, okay, we've done things right. Well, now it's time to do the right thing. We're gonna feed these kids breakfast in the classroom every morning.
My students really take care of it on their own. They bring the cooler in, they serve themselves for the most part, and they clean up and they get rid of it. It really helps for responsibility, and they know what they're doing, and it's very easy.
It was very easy. It was a piece of cake. I have my little routine down. The children learn it in about 10 seconds. We do the same thing every morning, and it hasn't interfered with anything. It's very, very easy.
At first I was like, oh no. Food in the room, feeding 27 kids, 15 done by 9, it's not gonna happen. I was very skeptical. But, you know, as we got into the routine and, you know, the teacher really doesn't have to do much. I just pass out mats and spoons just to get it going in the morning. And, you know, the coolers come pre-packed, everything's there. The kids already know they get a hot or a cold entree. They get to choose their sides. And, you know, they come in, they go to their coolers, they take out what they need, and I don't have to tell them. They make a mess, they get wipes out of the cooler, they clean it up. So it's been good.
Every morning or every afternoon they prep for the next day. So any of the dry goods or oranges, apples, those type of things are all prepped the previous day in bags with room numbers and the amount of kids in that room. So every child has an opportunity to get one of those menu items. The hot menu item is made the day of. And those are put in the cooler the day of, right before service, so it's hot enough to get up to the lines, or up to the rooms. The milk is also put in the cooler the day of. So we follow the menu, we look at each of the coolers. Each cooler has a room number on it, as well as the amount of children in the room, and plus the teacher, because the teacher also eats a meal. It's not only the kids.
Then from 8:20 to like almost 8:45, we're rolling them out to the classroom. Universal breakfast is something that I would recommend because it gives the kids the that's running a little late, ones that don't have breakfast at home. Gives them a chance to get Philly bellies.
More work for me? No, not at all. Actually, it's actually less work for me because, you know, in the classrooms, once the kids go into the classroom, teachers don't want to mess in their classroom. So what's going to happen is the kids are going to go ahead, they're going to do their normal breakfast, then they're going to go ahead and clean up after it. And actually throughout the day, they stay cleaner. When they come down for lunch, less mess. They know, you know, it's pretty much teaching them responsibility.
Now the cleaning process, as far as going back to get the coolers, it's real simple. After breakfast is over, they just tie the black bag up, sit it outside the classroom with the cooler. We just walk the garbage can around and dump the bags and roll the coolers back down to the lunchroom.
The kids want to help out my lunchroom more during the day at lunch. Instead of throwing things on the floor, they're more, okay, I'm going to get up and help you out. I'm going to make sure that things are getting put away in the right places. They're helping me as I'm helping them.
The breakfast program in here, the new one that they're implementing, I really support it. One reason is because we have a wellness committee, and the reason for the wellness committee is we have to monitor what these kids are eating because of the obesity problem that the legislature, the Congress, you know, are trying to combat.
I think the breakfast is an excellent program for the fact that all parents and mothers have busy schedules, and sometimes it's a little difficult for us if we're running a little behind.
Looking over the data from a year ago, we've actually have cut our discipline referrals in half. Now, so we have less than one office discipline referral each day since we started the Universal Breakfast Program.
I think breakfast is, the program is more better because now with kids and their parents don't have enough money to have any breakfast or cereal boxes, then they can come to school, and then when they enter class, they have enough time to eat, get energy, and have knowledge to work for school.
I think that it also is an educational piece because it helps the teacher ease and give out information regarding trying food, and they try it together. So it's a better bond between the teacher and the students.
I found that there is some improvement in terms of discipline. I think it's mainly because they have direction when they come in. They want to eat, they come in, they're ready to eat. Having eaten breakfast also gives them more energy to manage themselves and what they do during the day.
Okay, if you're asking me, did I take it to put it to a vote? No, I did not put it to a vote. And if a principal is watching this and he or she thinks that they're going to put it to a vote, most likely, you know, the staff will vote it down. But it's amazing. Once you implement this, everybody comes on board, and people will tell you, like teachers, you know, shame on us, you know, for doubting this. You know, once they see how hungry the kids are, and how they're eating, you know, or how clean the classroom is, they'll come around. But don't take a vote. Don't take no for an answer. You know, it's one of those things that you have to make the decision. You know, and it's the right thing to do.
It's our goal to implement 100 new programs during the 2009 school year across the school district. We're really committed to this program because we know that students that are hungry can't and don't learn well. Studies, of course, have shown that students that eat breakfast improve on their test scores, they get better grades, there's less disciplinary problems in the classroom, and you know, ultimately we know it's just really the right thing to do.
I fully endorse breakfast in the classroom for the Chicago Public Schools because it provides our students, our schools, and our communities the best opportunity to succeed. Universal breakfast rocks.
Universal breakfast rocks!
Universal breakfast rocks!
Universal breakfast!